Hi guys. So you're thinking about the stages of relationship. Whether or not you must stay with them, whether or not you must dump them, whether or not you must leave, whether you are the problem, whether they are the problem.
Yes.
Whether you're both the problem.
This is a very, very important video, especially if you are. Well, you're obviously gonna be in a relationship sometime in your life, and if you are in a datingship, please watch this video. I honestly think it's gonna help you out a lot. And
seek counsel. Talk to people that have substance.
We know it's long, but please trust us that it is really worth it, and you need to hear the things that are in it.
If you know, you know original. Hi, if you know, so like today, I'm gonna be recording a song for you. As you can see, we have a new mic over here, right? So, sorry guys, this is my guest on my new podcast. Welcome to. Anyway, so we're gonna rap, right? If you know, you know. Yeah. It's a. Hi guys.
Hello guys, welcome back to If You Know, You Know.
If you know, you know original.
It's Friday. Yeah.
It's Friday, as you said, as some of the trolls have been saying. Friday. They are proving you wrong. Some of these trolls are busy at work. They're making our videos. He knows himself.
I'm Tabi Singh.
And I am Tanaka, Trevor Chamisa.
Welcome to our
My name is Tanaka. Welcome to our channel, to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to be speaking to you about, what's our topic?
You know what? If you haven't subscribed,
today we are going to be speaking to you.
Please hit the subscribe button wherever it is.
It's here. I'm not sure.
Just subscribe.
Just click the subscribe button.
And yeah.
Watch our previous video as well. Is it here? We are on like 800 views. Come on, guys. Let's go to 1,000. Just 1,000. Just minimum 1,000. It's like 1,000. Here. Is it here or there? I don't know. Watch our past video about how we met. Comment, people. Stop sending me screenshots
please stop
on WhatsApp. Sending me screenshots. Hey, I want to sing. If you know, you know. But she knows who she is, but it's fine. Anyway, on a serious note, guys, yeah, man, we are If You Know, You Know. And the point of this channel, as we said in the previous video, is to be stupid, obviously. Yeah, be stupid, have fun, but also talk about life, be serious, and inspire and motivate, you know. And disclaimer, we are not counselors, we are not advisors. We are just a young couple that have been in the game for 10 years. Been dating for 10 years. You know, I haven't married her enough. We've been together for how many years? 6 years. 6 years. You know, so yeah, we're just sharing our experiences and our journey. Yeah. Whether you apply things or not, it's up to you.
Basically, like what we're gonna speak about here is like either what we've learned, like maybe we didn't do it, but we realized we should have done it because
like lamsing. Shouldn't have lambs at each other.
Where the danger is.
We lambs at a lot.
Especially today
that's
we're
lambsing.
gonna shut up. Especially today we're gonna be speaking about our experience in a relationship while teaching you guys about the 5 stages of a relationship.
I thought there were 4, to not 5.
So there are 5 stages to every relationship. And do I wanna do this? Okay. Comment if you think you know what the 5 stages of a relationship are. I think everybody knows what the first one is.
You should, actually.
Everybody knows what the first one is. The first one is very obvious. Everyone keeps talking about it. So Tanaka, what is stage number 1?
The honeymoon phase.
The honeymoon phase.
Background music. Dun dun dun.
Y'all know the honeymoon phase. So like we said, it's basically our experience. So every stage we're gonna be telling you guys, we're gonna English.
Relate to ourselves.
Yes. The honeymoon phase is that first one. Everything is nice.
You want to marry her after 2 weeks? Oh, she's the one. Hey, TK, she's the one. She's not the one.
Yeah. He's perfect.
You're hungry.
He's so perfect.
He's not perfect.
You know, like
those abs are making you go crazy. He's a man of God. He can dress. Hey. I almost said something, but it's fine.
So in our first stages of the relationship, basically, like you don't do it kama boom. What is kama
On purpose.
boom? On purpose.
On purpose.
You don't do it on purpose, right? Like you don't go and tell somebody, "Oh, I'm a great person" or whatever. Like tell them all these great things on purpose, but like subconsciously, that's what we do in the honeymoon phase. You tell each other all these
You
nice
lie.
things so that you can
You tickle their ears as yeah.
and then when I am busy saying, I found Mr. Right. Oh.
In that moment, you mean it when you say it. You mean it.
Yeah, you're wet.
You're just blinded by love.
You know. Ooh, this person is sweeping you off. When they text you, you are smiling.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Hang up the phone.
How?
Go sleep.
No, you hang
2 a.m. You hang up. You're busy.
Hang up the
You're busy
phone.
laying on the bed, looking at the ceiling in the dark, playing with a broom.
You are busy calling each other for 5 hours. When the airtime is finished, okay, we used to do that. When the airtime is finished, to buy more airtime.
Get more.
I miss you.
Fall asleep on the phone so you can see you're sleeping together.
I miss you.
Distance apart. Great relationships.
Guys, relationships. It wasn't nice, hey? When like we see each other every day. We stay in the same race. We see each other every single day. And then it's holiday time. Yeah.
It's time to go home to your parents, you know.
Correct this word, there's no network. To tell him I've arrived home, I have to go to my parents' room.
There are 3. They have a hotspot.
Outside.
There's 3. Well, it's
Yes,
gone now.
I have
It's gone.
to look for this network, hey? But yeah, basically that's the honeymoon phase. Man.
It's fun.
Everything is
You think everything's going to be like this forever.
Everything is going smooth.
You think she'll never disappoint you. You think she'll never disappoint you. You know. No. She wakes up. She comes to your room with crust in her eyes. Like, oh, so adorable. You know, you see her. And then.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway.
I thought I was hearing something. Oh, it's people talking. I thought it was the TV.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You were saying?
I don't know what was I saying. Honeymoon phase. It's nice stuff.
It's all good.
This is where people think things are going to be like this forever. This is where, for those of you, a lot of people, to put it frankly, I've always said I'm going to be frank on this channel, a lot of people that are sleeping together, married or not, assume it will stay like this forever. Oh my goodness, hey, honeymoon phase. Honeymoon phase is literally where you do anything and everything to please your partner. Physically, emotionally, whatever other allies they are.
You're trying to be nice.
You're literally doing everything. And like I said, in that moment, you do mean what you're saying, what you're doing. You aren't being fake. It is who you are. You aren't being fake. But that it took this person to bring it out of you.
Yeah. And the honeymoon phase is basically like, you know, when you get a new shiny thing, like, oh, like when you get a new phone, it's so exciting for the first few days. Then after a few days, you go, and that's it. That's okay. I got a new phone, so what? That's basically the honeymoon phase. The second stage of a relationship
Load shedding
is doubt and denial. Now everything is not so nice, eh?
That normally happens according to some stats that I read, like 3 months after the relationship.
Okay, for us, I would say it happened like 6 months in the relationship, somewhere around that time, where you're seeing Hori.
100% lied to me.
Look at you. Like, oh my goodness, like I didn't see all of these things before. Like,
that's the thing. All things were there before you didn't see them. They were there. You didn't see them.
It was a new shiny thing. It was a new shiny toy. You were like, oh, I'm excited.
For example, in our previous video, I told her I don't drink a lot. But during honeymoon phase, I was drinking a lot. She didn't see it. I was drinking a lot.
I didn't know.
One thing I didn't do was smoke. There I was trying to stop there. But I told her that I don't drink a lot. In our honeymoon phase, she didn't see, and that was a big no for her. Someone who drinks a lot. Someone who intentionally drinks to get drunk. Because I understand it's not a good habit. It's very detrimental. But yeah, man.
He lied to me.
I used to intentionally.
A few months later, at see spokes that like this is basically like the part where you're realizing like things are being revealed to you. You're like, this person is not the person I thought they were. Like, you're starting to doubt your relationship. You're like, yo, is this even gonna last?
See them for who they really are.
Who is this person?
Which is who they've always been, actually. You just didn't notice.
You just didn't notice because
That's who they've always been. They've always been this person.
They were sleeping with that broom.
There's actually a word, one of these. I'm not a science person, but I forgot the chemical, whatever that's released in your brain during the honeymoon phase. Is it? Someone please correct me. Do you science people?
Chemical.
Is it the one that makes you happy? The happy hormone? Is it not dopamine? Whatever. That happy hormone is released in numbers during the honeymoon phase, and it's been proven that literally just being under that high can literally cloud your judgment. It can cloud your judgment.
Another thing, guys, we're not saying it's wrong to be in the stages. Sadly, this is what everybody goes through because subconsciously you do it without realizing. Oh my goodness, this is what I'm doing. So it's not wrong to be in the stages. This is how your relationship develops. You have to go through these things, you know?
You can't avoid it.
You can't avoid it.
You can try.
And but some people go through the doubt and denial stage like far into the relationship.
Years later.
For us it hit like around 5-6 months, you know? That's when it hit. And then we have, do you still have anything to say about doubt and denial?
The worst thing you can do is bring people into your relationship in this part. Bring people who are not going to be neutral.
Yeah.
If you go to your friends with the problem, don't just go to your friends unless they are both your friends. Then they'll be conflicted. They won't choose a side. They will give you honest opinions. But if you have friends who aren't naturally not to be friends with your partner, but if you have friends who aren't, it's objective, man. The one that's not biased. I forgot the word. English is escaping me. But the worst thing you can do is go to them with problem and then they amplify it. Instead of saying, no, friend, show me, talk to him, they tell you, no, man, this guy is nonsense. No, this girl is nonsense. Don't avoid. I'm saying avoid. Avoid those friends or talk to them. Don't have friends who just constantly bash your partner. Whenever you go to them with a problem, they keep telling you they shouldn't agree with you. Oh, obviously, if it's detrimental,
if like you are in the right, then sure. But if you're clearly not in the right, they shouldn't be fueling you.
Our friends will tell us. The friends that I have will tell me, Tike, you are lying here. You are the one who's doing nonsense.
Yeah, like I have a friend, Kananelo. I don't have your number anymore. If you see this video, DM me. Thank you. Anyways, I would tell Kananelo, Kani, this is what he did. I'm so mad.
I used to like her.
All of those things. And Kananelo would be like, you're not serious, ne? I'm like, what? And I'm saying you're in the bubble. You are in a bubble.
No, she was.
Open your mind. Get out of that bubble. Like, you're mad at him for 1, 2, 3. That is stupid. And I'd sit there like, who does this girl think she is? But now that after I started opening up my mind and all of that, I realized that she was telling me the truth. Yeah. Like, I wasn't open-minded. I was straight up judgmental. I didn't care. Like,
she had this image of how a boyfriend must act, or how a boyfriend must act, and I wasn't meeting it to the T. Yeah, that's the problem with expectations.
Have expectations, but have realistic expectations. You can't say you want your person to have a car, but you're both in first year.
You're both in first year. You want your man to have a car. What do you have? You are working with your 2 feet. You want him to, but it's fine. But yeah, honestly, don't involve people who are going to drive a bigger wedge between you. Involve people who actually care, who will actually try and help you fix it.
That's why you must seek counsel. See children. Please go speak to people in church. Stop honestly in secret, guys.
Don't just speak to anyone as well. Speak to people who you know have fruit. People you know, people you can see.
People you've seen and you're like, oh, this relationship, I want to learn from these people.
And honestly, naturally, I've learned this through getting mentors. You are naturally drawn to people that have fruit. Meaning just like all the mentors I've approached, whether it's for relationship or business, whatever, I was naturally drawn to them because it's natural. They carry something. It's like they're calling you in because they actually have substance. Don't just go to people who you see them on dates every week. You assume they're perfect. What do you know about these people? Have you actually ever spoken to these people? Do you know what's going on behind the scenes?
Sorry, I just thought about
But
another
yeah,
video
people?
idea. Let me write it down. TK, talk to them.
Okay, sure. Peace. Yeah, let's wrap. Yeah. And then, but anyway, yeah, people. 15 minutes already. We have 3 more topics to cover. It's gonna be a 30-minute long video. Watch all of it. Peace.
And like whatever church you go to, guys, seek counseling from the people around you. Speak to people with substance. Speak to them. Hello, I'm in a relationship. You stop doing things in secret. You're going to die in secret.
The two most important decisions you can make as a person in general, but I'm speaking to the men in general here.
Secret is secret, guys.
I'm speaking to the men in general here. In your 20s, is the person you choose to fall in love with and the friends you decide to make. Women too, don't get me wrong, but now I'm speaking to the gents in specific. Those are the two biggest important decisions you can ever make in your 20s, because they will either make you or break you. Who you choose to be your lover, your partner, and who you choose to be your friends. Don't just choose friends that are, I don't say below you, but this is the whole topic for another video. But yeah, with regards to partners, don't just choose a partner because she's pretty, because she has curves in all the right places, you know, because she's yellow bone, because she can cook, she's gonna become my wife. You know, just people that actually build you up, people that accept you for who you are. My people. But anyway, okay, topic number 3. Stage number 3. Disillusionment. Is it dis or D? Disillusionment.
I'm getting in stage number 1.
You were under Corobella. You were under a spell.
You were under Muratiso. I'm getting you were under a spell.
You're under a spell, you know.
Now you were in a illusion, you know, everything was fine. Now that spell, that Corobella is finished.
Now you're like, what's happening? You know, they aren't doing things that they used to do as much as they used to. For example, like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm very unfiltered and very uncensored about this. For example, people that sleep together, you wonder, why isn't he or she availing themselves to me anymore and whatnot? You expect things to be the way they were when you first started. The biggest thing about relationships that I had to learn is compromise. Yes, have expectations, but don't always expect your expectations to be met at all times. You have different levels of needs, desires in every aspect of life when it comes to relationships. If you find someone who is exactly like you to the T, that's nice for you. Probably won't last, but that's nice for you.
No,
it's very rare for
opposites really do attract.
That is true. Like, people that say, "Oh my gosh, we're exactly the same."
He's not the one.
I'm being blunt here. Again, I'm not an expert, but from what I know and what I've seen, it will not last. We exactly everything in common. You will not last. I can guarantee you that. I can't guarantee. I can't guarantee you that.
Like we find things that we like together, but we don't really like it.
We had to compromise a lot.
Like he likes horror movies. I like
By the way, I want to watch Ghostface. Hit me up if you want to go with me. Ghostface and Megan, ne? Some killer doll person. Megan or Megan, I don't know. But yeah, hit me up and we can watch it together, you know, in cinemas. I don't know, it's too dark in there. At home. But anyway, back to Disillusionment.
Oh, you're scared Megan is going to.
Anyway, yeah, man.
Disillusionment. So now you're seeing a person for who they really are.
Who they've always been.
Let's keep
it there as well.
It's a continuation of the last thing, like doubt and denial and whatever. It's the continuation. Now you're like, yeah, and now you're fighting every day, like you're fighting. Guys, I remember there was a point in our relationship where we were constantly fighting. Do you know how
threatening to break up?
Fighting at rest.
Yeah, you can't be too loud because there are neighbors shouting in silent voices. There was a time where I was looking at a friend in town. I'm sure he doesn't even remember this. I won't say his name. I was looking at a friend in town, and then Tavi and I were arguing via WhatsApp. She's busy calling, texting me. I'm like, flight mode on my phone. She called the friend. I'm like, don't you dare answer.
Really? I did.
Yeah, you called him. Like, don't you dare answer.
Guys,
like, no, okay. I was like, don't you dare answer.
I never call people like that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's actually a time. I don't know what was happening, but I think there was something happened. Something. It wasn't. I think it was strike or whatever. I don't know. At the time we were fighting as well. I ignored her, so you can think something happened to me. We were fighting at the time, so then now it's all busy WhatsApp calling, and we have a lot of fights. Another thing is also understanding. Obviously, after the stuff, also admitting that you as a person were toxic. I admit I was a very toxic person.
Both toxic.
I was very toxic at the time. I thought I was in the right. I thought I was in the right.
For me, like, what made me toxic is that, like, I wasn't really understanding, and like I wanted the idea of the person in my head to be the actual
Trying me to
person,
change,
and
vice versa.
Like I had massive anger issues. Like, do something.
Small things come in working. Big. Her brother is looking at us like we're crazy. Sapo is concerned about his sister. He's here chilling. But anyway,
that was me.
No, she had anger issues.
Yeah.
Like
so
it was
that
bad.
was what was toxic about me. I will admit that very much.
I just refused to change. I refused. I wanted to act single. Let me put it that way. Yeah. So I come from relationships where if I'm dating you, the people I was dating didn't really mind when people would touch me and stuff. I was very huge, very, I was well built, right? Bigger than I am now. But anyway, I was built, right? And females would like touching me. I didn't mind whether I'm dating or not. They would just come touch me at very inappropriate places, and I didn't mind. I wouldn't stop them. I didn't care. My exes didn't all. I don't know if they minded. Then I don't know. So
they never told.
They never told me. But then I didn't mind. I'll literally be chilling with my girlfriend, and then one girl would come and sit on my lap in front of her. And then we just carry on talking, and then I didn't mind, and yeah. So then I used to act single when I was dating. I expected Ntabi to be the same. No one else minded. That would mind that people want to touch all of this, all of this sexiness. I was like, oh, dude, look at me, like what? But anyway, I wouldn't mind. When Tabi would mind, I'd be like, hi, there was this girl on campus who clearly had a crush on her. Tabi used to hate. Didn't even meet her, but she hated her with a passion.
Okay, hate is a strong word.
She used to constantly touch me. In our group of friends, she would handshake everyone, come to me, hug me, start squeezing me, start, yeah. Yeah, and I didn't mind. I didn't mind. And this one time, I think this is also, I realized now back in the day, and Tabi actually saw, I think it wasn't a text. I told her to come over. What did I do? I told her to something. You saw the text. She was angry at me. Was it on Instagram? Was it DM? It was a DM.
Like, it was also things like, like in second year, TK moved out of Reyes, right? And he had his own place, basically freedom, that place. Like, he had his own place. Like, the only rules were like your basic, like, respect your landlord.
But you can do anything else. You can do whatever. Literally, there were no rules.
And there would be times when some girls, like, this girl was even hardly our friend. Like there are certain girls when they visit TK and I'm not here. I'm like, okay, cool, because I know these people, like,
and that's a handful. It's like a handful.
Like they're my friends. They're his friends. Like, they basically our siblings at this point. But this girl, we're not friends in any shape or form. She's not even friends with him, and she's like, oh, I should totally come over.
Yeah, I didn't mind.
And I'm like, girl, you're going over to my boyfriend's place all by yourself to do what? So he was that person, man. He didn't I didn't mind. I was like, hey, dude. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. He didn't understand boundaries. Like,
I never used to care whether or not Tabi likes you. I was like, dude, that's on you and Tabi. And it had to change over the years. It changed to I can't be friends with you as a female unless Tabi likes you. And she didn't ask me for that. That's another thing. She never said, TK, stop being friends with people. Well, she did it when she was toxic. But then she got to a point where she was like, you know what, dude? If you want this to work, it's either you do this or not. Like, it's either you understand my point of view or not. And I had to understand it. I had to understand that we are two completely different people. I like saying, and Tabi taught me about people, because she got me to understand that people cannot always be like me. My biggest toxic trait as a friend or as a person in general was expecting people to be like me. When you have conflict, deal with it the way I do. When you go through things, deal with them the way I do. I'm a very calm person. I don't get angry. I do get angry, but I promise you I will not show it. Or I try. If I do show it, then I've lost the plot. But I try to always be reasonable and logical, despite emotions. I don't want to let my emotions control me. I don't let them control me. So I expect everyone else to be like that. Not understanding the background, not understanding how they were raised. That also plays a very huge part in how you deal with things. How you were raised, what you saw growing up, how you shaped the idea of a boyfriend, of a girlfriend. It's affected by your surroundings as a child growing up, by the friends you have, the things you watch, you know. So yeah, I was very alpha male. I was very okay. I won't say his name, but yeah, I like the guy nowadays.
No, no.
Free the top G.
No. Please don't talk about that, man.
Okay, carry on. Next.
But yeah, that was basically disillusionment. Wow.
Second last one. 10 more minutes. Bonang. Yeah.
My brother is
shocked.
At me like
he's like, "Hey, bro, what is this nonsense?"
Okay, so the fourth stage is decision time. So basically now the relationship was good and now you hit all these speed hump some all my heights.
So this stage 3 might last a very long time. Depending on you.
It might.
You don't last a day or a week. It might be even longer than honeymoon phase. It could be. It depends on you.
Yeah.
It's literally like you are being tested. Yeah. It's like you're being tested at every angle. Every angle.
You've hit. Guys, if you've been to our place, you know how many speed humps there are before you get to our house.
There's a bunch of them.
Basically that. Like,
there's literally one when you get out of our gate.
Speed hump after speed hump after speed hump.
This is where you ask, is it worth it? Is she worth it? Is he worth it?
Yeah. So guys, the fourth stage, decision time. So like we said, after you've hit after you've hit all of this, right? Guys, you're going to hear a hello in the background, but whatever. And after all of this, you have to decide, man, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, you're weighing your options. Or I've been in a relationship for like 2 years, and now there's nonsense going on and all of that. So, am I gonna end this relationship because I don't have time for this? Like,
is it worth it? Is she worth it?
Like, I wanna cruise. I wanna have an easy relationship. I don't want all of this. And then, should you stay and just accept what's going on? And
I think defining worth it is completely up to you. What is worth it for you? I'm very, for example, the series we watch, Schemes, SOP Schemes. For those of you who like pretend lehas, I was always against them because I've always felt like Pretty, the female, is settling, right? They make a cute couple, whatever. But I tell my friends all the time that you are settling. If you are settling for stuff, if you are settling for being treated very crappy, right? If you're settling, obviously there are things like physical abuse and stuff like that. That's where I draw the line. Please leave immediately, same time. But if you're settling for this person choosing other people over you all the time, constantly, when you've spoken to them, whether it's male or female, like when you've spoken to them, if you're settling, you're constantly, you are settling. If you're gonna stay there and enjoy all of that, putting it bluntly, you deserve it. Like I said, take out abuse, physical, emotional abuse. Please speak to people, leave. But if you're settling for this person always choosing their friends over you, always choosing the boys over you, always choosing the girls over you, always, after you've spoken about it, that's another thing, after you've constantly spoken about it and you have agreed, you have mutually agreed that okay, we have agreed, but then it still carries on, and that's a problem. That is a problem. It's time for you to leave. If you don't leave, then you are settling. You are settling. So
that's where you stay and do nothing, and that basically makes you miserable because you're constantly gonna fight over and over and over about the same thing, and that person ain't gonna change it because most of the time they don't even see the problem. They think you tripping.
Yeah.
So, and the third one is stay and fix the problem. Basically, this one, what I'd like to say about it is that guys, like, fixing the problem in a relationship is not dependent on the one person. If you feel like you're the only one working towards fixing the relationship, walk out the door.
It's a two-way street.
Like, if this other person is not meeting you halfway and they're not helping you, look properly, because sometimes you think the other person is not doing anything and they are busy doing something. Look properly. Communication
is very important. Communication and compromise in a relationship are very important. I keep telling a lot of my friends, and it applies to a lot of you.
Values.
Yeah, don't. It applies to a lot of you as well. When a lot of you aren't ready to be in a relationship because you can't compromise. You can't. It's like you need to understand when you choose a partner, especially if you're choosing to marry. This is the person you're spending the rest of your life with. This is the person who you are consciously giving. Always after you're married, you're consciously giving them the right to have the highest voice in your life aside from God. You are giving them the right to, I'm not saying control you, not control you, no. You're giving them the right to basically have a say in what happens in your life. If you can't compromise with them or for them and vice versa, you aren't really in a relationship. Communication is very important as well. You wonder why when you're with your partner, you need to understand people are very different. People are different. People, like, when it comes to communication, talk about everything, every single thing. I used to hate talking about things that were wrong. Until we want to talk about them. I used to hate talking about them. I was like, dude, I don't want to talk. It needs to be fixed, you know. Communication and compromise. Those are the very two biggest foundations that you can build a relationship on. Because again, compromise doesn't mean just doing things for the sake of doing it. You actually want to either, I don't want to say appease your partner, but you actually want to fix whatever is going on, and you understand that in order for this to work, you need to meet each other halfway. Hence, Ntabi said it shouldn't just be a one-way street. It shouldn't just be you compromising. It shouldn't just be her compromising. It's a one-way street. And also understand their point of view. Some people are against things that don't make sense. Understand each other's point of views. Understand why she feels that way, why he feels that way. And also go deep. Find out how you were raised. Ask deep questions, like who is the couple in your life that shaped how you see marriage, that shaped how you see dating, and why? How do they act? You know, stuff like that. Understand.
And that's why it's important to seek counseling, because like sometimes you can't figure these things out by yourself. You know, and it's also important to, while you're trying to figure things out, sit by yourself and like self-introspect and all of that. And when you've picked out certain things that you don't understand or whatever, you seek the counselor. They will tell you, you know. So yeah, we're gonna move on to stage 5.
I wanted that.
The last stage. Onto the last stage, and the last stage. They say the last stage, like not every couple reaches it because of the previous stage. Like I can't take this anymore.
People enter stage 2. They're done. They're done. Goodbye. They can't take the heat in the kitchen.
I don't got no time for this, you know. So the last stage is real love, where you've basically accepted this person, like you've accepted that this person has sinuses and makes noise while you're sleeping. You accept that this person in the middle of the night, when you are sleeping, after going to the bathroom, they open the fridge and they drink juice instead of water.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. But yeah, like this is when you realize that I really love this person and I want to make it work. You know, like I'm going to work towards this relationship, because some of y'all in relationships, you think I've got that person, now it's time to chill. I don't gotta do nothing no more. You do gotta do something. You know, so this is real love, man, guys. You know what real love is? Like, you know, you've accepted. You're like, I know this is not gonna be easy, but I'm willing to fight it out just so that I can be with this person. And as long as they're willing to fight it out as well, like I said, 2 ways.
That's also why we worked out, because honestly, it's a blessing to find someone who is willing to stick it out as much as you are, someone who is willing to put in the work as much as you are, someone who is willing to literally compromise as much as you are. And someone who is willing to not honestly understand, but someone who is willing to attack the problem and tell you, dude, we are in this for life. If you want out, tell me now and leave. But if you don't want out, we're gonna fix this now. We're gonna fix it, not now, but we're gonna start fixing it now. And it won't be fixed. Whatever the issue is, might not be fixed overnight.
Another reason why I say seek counseling, guys. Now you're in a relationship, and now there's a small spit hump. Not even that big. It's the one that you can just over, you know. But when like, since like maybe this is your first relationship or something like that, it seems very big to you, and now you guys break over something that could have easily been fixed. There's
a lot of things that could have been fixed
over. So that's why we say speak to people. Literally, there are people like, speak to somebody and tell them, hey, this is what we're going through. I really feel like we need to break up, and they'll tell you, child, you can fix this.
There's so many things.
Literally fix this. Just talk.
There's so many stories we've had. People actually would come to us with their problems, and then say, "Oh, we broke up. We'll talk. Pillow talk at night." These two could have fixed this. easily, just literally just by talking with the right people, could just fixed it. But the conversation that a lot of people in our generation aren't ready to hear is that you want your way or the highway. A lot of people in our generation want their way or the highway. If you don't do what I want, then we're done. It's fine. Rather be alone, my guy or girl, whatever. You deserve to be alone if you're going to have that kind of mentality. Because it's not your way or the highway. It's our way. We have to fix this together. A relationship is it's not just you anymore. You are becoming, get married, you're becoming one. You have to understand that this person, their voice matters. It's not just mine, it matters. I might not like what they're saying or what they don't like or what they like, whatever, but because I genuinely love this person, genuinely want them to be to just summarize it, love is sacrificial. Jesus literally died. He died, because of love. Sacrifice, it's sacrificial. You can't always have things your way, expect things to be. If you're gonna be like that, then stay. Or if you're in a relationship and the person is like that, the person you're with is like that, speak to them. If you're like that, do very self-introspection. I constantly ask myself every day, and Tavi knows this, ask myself if I'm a good husband. Literally on my checklist, being a better husband than yesterday, being a better employee, whatever. But doing my best actively to be better than yesterday. If you can't measure your progress, then are you really trying? What are you doing to be better than yesterday? To be a better partner than yesterday? Not just for the sake of, people don't understand that when you become a better partner, it doesn't just help your partner, it helps you. Because once you become better, they become better naturally. I follow a lot of marriage people on Instagram and YouTube. They're saved, obviously. One of the biggest things I've learned is they say when there's a problem, don't focus on her. So this is to the gents, but that applies to the wife as well. They would say, don't focus on her, focus on you. What are you doing? What can you do to fix this? Yes, let her, if she's not fixing anything or whatever, then ask her about it. But then instead of saying she's not fixing anything, she's not doing anything, what are you doing? What are you doing to fix this? Are you trying anything? Are you? If you feel like you're the one who's trying, then speak. Like in Tabi said, you might feel like they're not, but they're actually doing something. A lot of times, in the beginning of our marriage even, we would feel like she's not doing anything to fix the problems we would have. Then we'll speak about it, and I realize she actually is. She's not doing what I wanted, or doing it the way I wanted her to do it. She's working towards this just in her own way, not the way I wanted. Like I said, I would like people to be like me. I'm very I straight to whatever. I target the problem directly. I want to fix it, now. I would go straight to it. And Tabi is different. She wouldn't just attack it straight. She does it in steps. Step by step by step.
And process.
Step by step by step. I'd be like, dude, are you even doing anything? And she'd be like, yeah, I am. And then, so yeah, my niggas.
Okay, guys. So in closing, if you are in a relationship or maybe there is some flirtatious going on, you are, I hate the word talking stage. Ugh.
Yeah, we both don't like that stage. It doesn't make sense, but it's fine. It's another conversation.
It's a video for another day. Anyways, please guys, like if there's anything going on, speak. There are a lot of people you can speak to, a lot of people with substance, a lot of people who are great examples. Speak to those people. Otherwise, you're gonna go through things on your own and you're gonna be depressed.
You build up resentment towards your partner and you won't even know it.
So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching this whole video view. I know it's long, but I personally believe that it's really worth it, especially if you are in Mjolo or wanting to be in Mjolo. It's very, very worth it. So yeah, please subscribe, my niggas. It was fun chatting to you all.
Love you people. Bye bye.